I reminisce. Yeah. Welcome to Keep 100 Sports. This is Tyreek Wilson, Miles Bellinger, and Kobe Kelly. How about them Patriots though? Hey,
Yes.
how I
Yes.
gotta do it. I know some of y'all are even Patriots fans that really don't care for us. I gotta do it because no one expected us to win that game.
Jimmy.
I be real, I didn't expect us to win that game.
That
It
was the
was
one game I expected us to lose. I expected us to go 3-1. That was the game I expected us to lose. But hey,
what
you got by it. I'm happy. I fell asleep parts of that game, but I woke up for the important parts.
How you fall up?
I was tired.
Anyways.
Oh, all right. Anyways, hey, you know what I'm saying. So for me, being a Patriots fan, and I was one of the happiest I ever felt after getting a win. There's been a lot of times we've won, but that was just kind of like a heart game to me. Because, like you said, we're going into it. No one expected the Patriots to beat the Cardinals. They were automatic favorites. The Cardinals at home. They have, to me, they have the top defense in the league. I think the Broncos D is kind of a little bit down. I think the Cardinals have the top defense in the league. So to go up against them, who they're Super Bowl contenders, and to win the game in their stadium, that's just to me that's crazy. So I feel we all feel the same way. Everyone feels the same way. So, and it's the exciting part about it is, like I said, we admit the fact that the Patriots are missing so much. So when they get all that back, it's gonna be crazy.
It's almost like we're missing a lot of pieces, but at the same time, it's like when we get everybody back, it's like, well, somebody's gonna be left out. Because we have so many pieces to fill.
Offensively?
No, defensively.
No, what?
Because I feel like Belichick's he's input so many. He has so many good people to fill those roles. It's going to be hard for certain people to get playing time once our defense gets to full strength again.
Okay.
I think Mingo's going to be losing playing time when Nankovich comes back.
I don't think so. That man's a problem.
Yeah,
I know he's a problem, but when Nankovich comes back and he's full strength, somebody's losing playing time, whether it's Sheard, Long, or Mingo. One of those guys is losing playing time.
Why wouldn't they just shift to? I don't think Kobe, you got it.
One person, unless what I don't know if I forget who was talking about this. Kobe, you know more about this. Unless they go like a NASCAR front and roll like 3 DNs and 1 nose tackle, and then you have your linebackers with Mingo, Collins, and Hightower. You could do that.
We probably will. I think we might. Cause we on that, we have like a 3-4 front. We might have Dickovic
3-4. Sometimes they go to 4-3. But if they run a NASCAR front once in a while, then everybody could be on the field. But like I said, if you resort to that 3-4, somebody's going to be losing snaps somewhere.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. I think it might be. It's probably. It's gonna be Mingo. I mean, he did look good in the preseason. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna say
I gotta deal with. We'll deal with that when the time.
That's a good problem to have.
I know, but I'm saying one of the main deficiencies with the Cardinals, though, that a lot of teams are gonna key on. They had a rookie corner. I don't remember his name. They had the rookie corner, so
I want to say his name.
People would just key. Yeah, Brandon Williams. So they were keying on that side the whole game. That's how Chris Hogan got that breakaway touchdown. They were just keying on that side, and they weren't even, which is smart. Why would we throw the Patrick Peterson side? That's just so they were just key. That's how a lot of the big plays were happening on his side. So a lot of teams gonna scout that. So hopefully the Cardinals get that together.
That's how I think a lot of teams go, because you have now a lot of nowadays the team's number 1 corner doesn't move. He just stays on one side of the field. So
all right, I'm saying that's a good thing to say, because I was just watching that Steelers Redskins game. How do you pay that man $15 million to guard the third receiver? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's just me. I don't.
Talking about
Josh Norman. I'm referring to Josh Norman.
I know, but I'm talking about
on the Redskins.
You got a lot of people like Sherman, Norman, Peterson. A lot of them will just play one side of the field. Instead
but
of
that's
just
stupid.
saying, you know what, here,
I don't like
pick the best receiver, you go guard him, and let everybody else shut everybody else down.
I
See
know,
what they
that's just
doing.
stupid. Because that man was getting burnt. Like, how do you, as a coach, sit there and watch your cornerback? He was
toasted.
second year cornerback.
corner, yep.
Keep getting dusted, and not say, okay, for the sake of us, not like child abusing this corner, Josh Norman, just shadow him for the rest of the game. Like, but not because honestly, when Josh Norman was on him, he was doing a decent job. Like, it's Antonio Brown, so you can only do so much. But
we've seen
but he wasn't doing that. But Josh
Brown.
Norman, from what I seen, he wasn't doing that bad. Like, he was doing better than that than Breland.
I'm with you because Antonio Brown was absolutely. It was child's play, man.
But like what he was doing, I don't want to say it wasn't nothing like special because literally, like Antonio Brown took 2 steps, he was gone. Like the corner had legit had no shot.
He was just dusting him.
He just had no shot. It's not like
he was running
a corner route or post. It was just literally 2 steps, he was gone.
He was just running past. But my thing was like you said, y'all both brought it up. Schemes, you get it. You keep your scheme the way it is. You practice one side. Like you said,
But
corner stays on one side. But
that's when the GM or the owner steps up and says, "Look, we got him on the books for this amount of money a year. He's our number one corner.
That's what I'm saying.
He needs to be playing the best receiver. I don't care what he wants to do or not.
15 million.
He needs to be guarding the best receiver.
That's crazy.
That's what
I don't know.
Huh? Go ahead. No, I was gonna say something.
I agree. I don't know what it is. I know at some point, Josh Norman wants it. Josh Norman doesn't back down. He wanted him.
He said that in the press conference after the game.
Oh, he did?
He was like, "Look, I'm getting paid so much money." He goes, "I'm gonna go with what the coaches. I'm gonna go with what the coaches want me to do." He goes, "I respect them. I'm gonna listen to what but at the end of the day, I wanna." He goes, "I wanted to guard him the whole game, but that just wasn't in our plans." So
he shadowed when he was on the Panthers, right?
Did he all the time?
I want to say he stayed on one side.
Okay.
When he first Beckham, they were left and right. They were over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember when he played Julio, he was always on Julio too.
Yeah. I don't know actually.
Yeah. No, one thing I found funny I seen while I was watching the game is that play when it was 4th and 1. Oh my God, yeah, that play still aggravates me. It was 4th and 1. And the Redskins sent everyone at the running back and leave that man to man on Antonio Brown. And some people say, okay, he caught the ball over 2 people. That safety really wasn't in the play. The dude that was back, he really wasn't in the play. It was man to man. And so he just got dusted, which is stupid. Because why would you send everyone at the running back? All right, whatever. So after that play was over, C.J. Anderson tweeted, "This is what happens when you're a zone team trying to go man." This is what.
Call him out, baby. Call him out.
You're a zone scheme team trying to go man. It's like this is not what you do. Like, so why would you do that on this play?
Which you can see. Yeah, you saw it. It was bad.
Yeah, it's like, and it was yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, go back to the Patriots game real quick. Do y'all think it was more about the Patriots getting the win or the Cardinals defense just not showing up?
The Cardinals defense not showing up.
Cardinals defense not showing up.
It was
the Patriots.
You know what? I'm going to say 60-40 Cardinals defense, but at the same time, Jimmy made the plays when he needed to make them.
And the dude missed the kick. Yeah. You can't ignore that. Yeah. Homie missed the kick.
And you know what? To me, like, even if he made the kick, and I was hoping he'd miss it, I thought he was going to miss it, to be honest. But that's a loss that, number one, we all wouldn't have got mad at. But it's like, hey, Jimmy can do this for the 4 games. We lose to the top ranked defense by, it would have been 1 point. But to know that, I think that would have gave Patriots fans
okay, I get what you're saying.
The comfort of knowing, okay, we're going to be all right these next 3 games. Regardless if we would have won this game or not, we won it. That's a plus. But even, like, I'm watching a kick, I'm like, I'm not even going to be mad if he makes a kick, because now I know for the next 3 games, we're going to be all right. We're playing at home. And that's it.
Yeah. I had them going 3-1. Now I was looking like, hey, we can probably go
Yeah,
4-0. Hey, well, hey.
Hey, Terry, real quick, I know you asked me before, like last week
Uh-huh.
about at my job. Someone else came up to me.
We got
Like,
another interview.
Hey,
Hey, hold up.
Hey,
Keep it on sports. Keep it on sports interview. Taking it live to Kobe Kelly. What he said?
these two gentlemen came up to me and was like, "How about that Jimmy G?" I'm like, "All right, listen here. That man, he played well, but he is no Brady. All right, Patriots fans, please do not get so excited. I like how he looked, but please relax." Oh
About to
my
trade
God.
that man. About to trade that
No,
man
you
for
know
like
what?
2 first.
To the
Right?
Browns.
The Browns already said they're not trading for a quarterback.
I think they're
so
gonna
that's
trade. I
over.
think they're gonna hold Jimmy for the year, and I think they're gonna trade him next year. I don't see them trading Jimmy
That's what
right
we
now.
did with Mallet, I think, didn't we? And then,
Yeah, I
think
don't
you're
think
probably
they're
right.
gonna
Whatever.
trade just for some strange reason that Brady tweaks something, misses a game. At least Bill's
But
look, we
But
know.
Brissett doesn't look bad.
No, but
Yeah.
Jimmy's done
I
it in
heard
a
people-
regular game. He's done it against
Okay.
a top
Yeah,
defense.
no, I get it.
So I think Bill's
I
gonna be
get
like,
it.
you know what? Hey, Brady goes out. We know Jimmy can do it,
Okay.
and
No, I
we'll
get
trade
it.
him maybe next season.
Let's talk about some of the storylines that we went into last episode that kind of unfolded. We can go into the homie Dak. I usually say that with more energy, but he looked okay.
You know what?
He wasn't.
It wasn't
He
terrible.
didn't-
It wasn't
I-
terrible. I can't say his name with energy anymore.
he,
for real, like I
He played good. He didn't play
Yeah.
great. He didn't play terrible. Not even close to that.
He didn't lose in the
Put
game.
it this way: he played it safe. He played the game safe. He didn't.
But I don't want
he didn't-
him to play against
No,
him.
I get that. I don't want him to play like that neither. But if I'm evaluating him, he played it safe. He didn't make the
I
risky
can't-
throws. He didn't
I don't
put
know about
his team in jeopardy of turning the ball over.
What
but he
you-
wasn't aggressive enough. Is my
What
thing.
you
He
think,
wasn't
Colby?
aggressive enough.
I kind of disagree. I think he did exactly what he would have done. Remember,
But
because
that's what I'm saying. He
there was-
played it safe. That's what I expected. I expected
No,
him
I
to
don't
play
think
the
he
way
did
he
it, though.
did. I think
Like
so.
remember the pass to Des Bryant?
That
was a great play.
That's a normal
but-
Des play.
That-
right there.
Des-
That's,
I mean,
Des
Yes,
Des
I know
Bryant
it's a
did
normal
that.
Des play, but I like the pass. And I mean, Des went out of bounds. I mean, he did go out of bounds. It's a great pass.
Well, you
And
know,
I think
No, he dropped.
Yeah.
He
To
dropped
cut
it.
you
He
off,
dropped
like,
it.
one was a drop,
we
and then
still-
one was a
we
catch
still
that he
don't
fell
know
out of bounds.
The
and said-
technicality of what a catch is because
Let me
Look
drop
at
that.
catch.
That man dropped the ball.
No, there's a second one that he actually caught it. Like he jumped over the corner and caught it, and when he fell, he like slid, like fell out of bounds, sort of. But he had the ball.
But that's what I'm
is that what
talking
they call
about.
it,
It's like
complete?
it's
Yeah.
like we still don't really know by terms what's a catch and what's not. Almost like it goes game by game.
No, but no, like to both of you all's point, he played less aggressive, I think, than he played in the preseason. Cause there's no way that Des Bryant puts up those stats ever again. Like,
But
y'all, like
this
you're like,
season,
come on,
it's
he
not gonna
got
happen.
one
One
reception.
This season is not going to
Yeah,
happen.
one reception.
I've
for like-
seen that happen with one game with Romo, but you'll never see that. He'll never duplicate that again this season.
No lie, I feel like Des done that a few times.
And they said-
over the course of
Catches.
his year, over the course of his career, yes, he has. He's had those
Yeah.
quiet one or two catch games.
They said the corner did a good job playing him too. The corner that was
Yeah.
guarding
He
did a
could've.
good job playing
He
him.
could've.
But
And
I
you know
just
what?
like,
But you know what? We
but he
probably-
just wasn't playing aggressive. Like to Miles' point now, he just wasn't playing aggressive enough to get
But at
Des
the same
Bryant the
time,
ball.
is that because sometimes Romo just keeps looking for Bryant to the point where he
You
throws
need
it?
to.
I'm talking about no. I'm talking about even when he's covered. Even when he's covered, Romo will somewhere try and force feed Des instead of that
5
saying,
targets.
you know what? Look, hey, you know what? He's not open. I'm not
He got
even gonna
5
risk the
targets.
Throw. I know what he got.
That's terrible.
I get that. I know that.
He's
Yeah,
tired.
I think Cole Beasley had 15 targets.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
God,
and that's
him and Witten had a field day with
yeah,
that.
because they kept throwing like those middle
dunk
pass,
pass,
dump passes, them slants, and it's like so Des has no slant plays, like so like it's part scheme, part Dak. So I need to see.
It's also part
Honestly,
coordinator though too. We all don't know exactly what calls Dak was given. So a lot of those calls that Dak had could have been that look, Witten or Cole's going to be your first option, and then you can maybe look over to Dez.
Honestly, I think when it gets down to it, I don't think it was Dak not being too more aggressive. They got to the red zone 5 times and
No,
got
because you could tell
number of
that
field
from
goals out of it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
could
but
tell
you know
that
what? I
from how
questioned a lot of their play
Dan
calling once
Bailey.
they got down into that red zone
I think it's more of
because
that
there
more
was a
than
lot of
anything.
times where I'm like, why wouldn't you just let Elliott run the ball? There was a lot of like really
Not that
short,
Elliott was really
short.
that great, but
Not to say that he was great, but again, like they have the best run blocking defense. So there was a couple of times there was only a yard or two short. So instead of
yeah.
them trying to, I would have just maybe tried to punch him in more a little bit in that red zone, and maybe the
Yeah,
outcome would have been different.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
so as you're looking for more from Dak. Um, this will be real quick. We don't really got to go into it. DeMarco Murray did well, and it showed that he was the workhorse back. We know. I'm just kind of follow up on stuff we talked about last
Yeah.
episode. We were discussing how DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry, how's this going to work. The Titans showed us. Derrick Henry got 3 carries
It's
for
the
like
first game.
5 yards. It is, but he really didn't get any touches. For someone that
Yeah.
you kind of want to integrate into your system, they really didn't show. They showed this is
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray's backfield. So that's just
And
what it
that's
is
how it
right
should
now.
be.
Once
It should
again,
not-
it
it
should
should
be-
be-
it
it
should
should
be
be-
right
it should be
now.
Murray's
What it is right
field
now.
until
It's week.
Henry proves us otherwise. When he
You're
gets
right.
the
It's
chance
just
that he
it's still
does.
week. It's only week 1, so I just was kind of
Yeah.
following up on that. Um, the Seahawks looking sus again.
You know what? Seahawks look like the Seahawks after they traded away their center, Max Unger. Because once they traded
Yeah.
Max Unger away, Russell Wilson can't he can't get protection for nothing. So I think we've seen a lot more recently that Seahawks are coming back really late in games and they can't get a lead early in games now. And I don't know why that is. Because maybe Golden Tate's not there, Jimmy Graham's there, they're not utilizing him the way he should be used. And Russell can't get the protection. And of course Marshawn Lynch isn't there.
I think it's weird that once again their offense is just so
But I've always
lackluster.
it's
Happens
lackluster
all the
because
time.
Marshawn Lynch isn't there no more. You knew when Lynch was there. Look, we got to watch out for this guy, and Russell Wilson and their receivers come secondary. Now it's okay. Thomas Rawls is there. All right, he had that great second half of the year last year,
and they're easing them in. They're easing them in.
So it's not like they really have to watch out for anything else except for
See
watching
my-
out and getting Russell Wilson.
You can't say that because Chris, you can't sleep on Christian Michael. You can't sleep on Thomas Rawls. That line's just terrible. So they're not breaking out for those big plays like Marshawn Lynch used to be breaking out for
Well,
those big
Marshawn
plays.
Lynch also did a lot of those things by himself.
True, but the line's just terrible. The line's just terrible. And then once Russell Wilson, he wasn't playing that great before he got hurt, but then after he got hurt, it made it worse.
Yeah.
So it's just
I didn't
it's a lot.
understand.
Yeah.
Did I see the article on Bleacher Report that was saying that teams have officially figured out the Seahawks' defense? And I was like, what? Why? Why? I don't understand. This isn't the game that showed that. So I read that and I didn't understand.
No,
that,
because I've
but,
seen
I mean,
games
that-
a lot like that last year from the Seahawks. So I don't think all of a sudden because they played Miami recently, a couple days ago, that all of a sudden people figured out their defense.
But I still think the defense is. The defense is still top.
Their defense
tier.
is
Like,
still
they're-
top, but they've lost a lot of pieces.
But
Yeah,
but y'all are talking like this, granted the Dolphins did more on offense than I was expecting them to, but y'all talking like it was a high score. It was still a low scoring game.
No,
The Dolphins
I'm
did.
just going off of what Kobe said
yeah.
off of the article that he saw.
Oh yeah. No,
It's
yeah.
not that legion of boom, hard hitting defense no more.
But they will hold you.
mean,
They'll
they were-
still hold you, but it's not like I don't think people are shaking in their boots going up to that field anymore.
No, it's not.
Thinking they're gonna get pounded and rocked all over the place. It's not. They're not like that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
All right. That was just real stuff. You wanted to kind of go into the Packers, Jags, and how
Just
the Packers,
slightly.
with Jordy Nelson's back, and they didn't look that much better. But at the same time,
it's either that or Jacksonville with the additions that they had just
they're
really improved.
they're up and coming team.
Jalen Ramsey, I think, did a pretty good job. I know he was running his mouth earlier in the.
No, they're just
He was talking.
Not that he was running his mouth. He was just hyping himself up, I guess. As far as pretty much Aaron Rodgers to throw his way in the whole nine. And I think as a rookie, you really shouldn't be saying that, especially to a quarterback caliber like Rodgers.
Boy, confident.
But you got to be confident, so I can't blame him for that.
Okay.
Y'all see that Aaron Rodgers throw?
One to Devontae Adams.
No, the one that he was getting, that was to Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
getting held back of his jersey, and he ended up still throwing it.
This boy Rodgers. This guy.
Trying to tell you, man. Rodgers and Peyton. What's up?
We're not doing it.
No. All right. Final drive. Let's go into the final drive. Kobe, you go first.
I know we talked about the Cowboys game, but I know the main thing everyone keeps discussing is Terrence Williams out of bounds. Trying to
get out of bounds. Marvin Jones, like trying to play hero ball.
And it happened in the Detroit game. Like, why?
Go out of bounds.
Marvin Jones is lucky they won the game. Because if they didn't, that's going to be on him. It's still stupid for doing it. But my goodness, Kobe, me and you have played football, and they've been playing a lot longer than us. Like, we know, just get out of bounds. Just get out of bounds.
Bro, I see the Terrence Williams one. It's like, he stood there for 5 seconds just... shaking. It's like, bro, where are you going? Like, you just sitting there shaking.
Pointing to the camera, or pointing to the sideline, like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Then he has the nerve to think y'all gonna get up and really get another playoff. That no.
Well, Miles, if you did that, you'd be hoping too. You'd be like, please, let's get this playoff.
I would have known to get out of bounds. You have one of the best kickers in the league. You have one of the best kickers in the league. Dan Bailey's probably gonna hit that.
Yeah, I'm saying no, because I understand what he was trying to hit that. It would have been.
They could have probably got another play out of it, another quick play, a quick slant out of bounds, and then did the kick.
But someone brought it up. He kicked a 56-yarder and had plenty of room.
His legs crazy.
So
I'm not the one saying he couldn't have hit. I'm just saying they probably could have got. But how much time they had left with Terrence Williams doing the shake in the middle of the field?
They only had 9 seconds before they had the ball. So
come on, it's crazy. All right, Miles, what's your final drive?
So
don't take mine.
I'm not.
Don't take mine.
I don't even know what yours is. I really don't. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Jeff Fisher at all. I don't know if you guys have or not. But Jeff Fisher before the game was like, "Look, Keenum's our quarterback. He's got to watch. He's got to get adapted to the NFL speed, blah, 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 blah." After that game last night, Goff needs to start. Because if he wants Goff to be taking notes from Case Keenum after the performance he laid out yesterday.
Goff isn't any better than Keenum.
But you know what? At this
Goff
point,
is terrible.
After that performance, I would have rather seen Goff in that game than Case Keenum last night. He couldn't have done any worse.
That game was awful.
He couldn't have done any worse. They didn't score a damn point.
He couldn't have done it. What's the point of watching terrible and terrible? It's still terrible.
Goff looks really bad. I don't even.
Yeah,
I think Case Keenum is on the same level as Goff.
I don't know.
I can't even go back and forth with you about this because they're both terrible. Like, I'm not going to go back and forth about terrible and terrible. Like, you're gonna throw someone.
No. I'll tell you, you're right. I think we need to start discussing Jeff Fisher's job. Like, he's
really
fired. Doesn't
he's getting fired.
Like,
he's getting fired.
He does his own thing. He doesn't care what nobody else thinks.
Just because you get an extension don't mean you can't get fired. I mean,
he can't. But this man doesn't get fired. Like, it's like weird how this man just like.
It was almost like, he's never changed. Like, that's how he's always been.
Always been the same
like
way.
You said, I'm surprised he's been able to keep somehow finding a job. I mean, I think the last time his team was relevant was when Eddie George was with him. And that was a long, long time ago. So I think it might be a time for change.
Like Terry said, though, both are terrible. Both QBs are terrible.
Both are terrible. I'm not disagreeing with that.
No.
Yeah. Terry?
My final drive goes out to the young boys. I can't just pick one person. There's too many young boys balling out. It's my turn. You had your turn.
The fifth.
I want to start off with my guy, David Johnson, doing his thing. You seen the play? Homie he's breaking out. Got grabbed up by Patriots defenders, rolled out,
You're wrong. You're
What?
wrong for this one. Yeah, we're gonna bring him up.
We
Yeah.
won. We
David
won
Johnson
the
did.
game.
Yeah.
Why can I not talk about it when we won the
Whatever.
game? If we would have lost,
Anyways, continue, please.
David Johnson broke a tackle, kept booking it out, had another defender on him. Gave that man a step. Kept booking. He should have had a touchdown. I would have won my fantasy matchup, but he did.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Then I got to shout out the homie Tajay Sharp. He did his thing. I gave him a shout out the last episode, and he did his thing. Shout out the homie Tajay Sharp, and then Miles, the guy, Will Fuller. I give him another shout out.
Yes.
People just need to stop hyping him. Now. I'm hearing Odell Beckham, Randy Moss.
No.
Yo, relax.
That's what people do.
Yeah, like y'all need to relax.
They can't always compare somebody to somebody.
I'm waiting. You're not gonna say.
They need to
you're not
let
gonna say one
players
other
be
person?
their own person. That's what they need to do.
I mean, not that who he went up with was any better, but Carson Wentz, man, I give him a
Yo,
little
you know
credit.
what? Yeah, yes.
He did his thing. He did his thing. I don't. Eagles fans are getting gassed.
Oh,
if you're
gassed.
watching this episode, I'm talking about you. Eagles fans are getting gassed, and
Pay attention. Pay attention.
I couldn't shout him out for that. But no, the Eagles, they look good. They played against the Browns though, so I want to see them against this week. Even the Bears aren't that much better, but at least it's better than the Browns. So
before we log out, like I said, before we log out, y'all heard CJ Spiller how he got released for the Saints?
I saw that. What happened? I didn't get.
I don't know.
He got cut. What do you mean? They just weren't using them. They just got cut. It will come out later. He'll probably be a gangbanger, and he was on the street block.
Saints not like
That's what happens. That's what happens. They cut players that are good. He was a thug, and he was on Instagram with them gang signs up.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Before week one happened, they were saying Spillers looked the best he's looked in the Saints uniform. They're going to be.
They said the same thing about Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy. All right.
One more.
So
Just
we
one more
gotta
quick
get
thing, Kobe. Did you see that D'Angelo Williams run when he broke those two Redskins ankles? The way he just cut like that. If you haven't, bro, the cut was stupid. I mean, mind you, he almost snapped his knee making that cut.
You're wild.
I gotta look it up.
All right, but appreciate y'all watching. This is Keep It 100 Sports. This is Tyreek Wilson, Miles Bellinger, and Kobe Kelly. Appreciate y'all.